Hey everyone. Okay, so in this video, I'm going to talk to you guys, does Star Wars Galaxy's Edge fit Disneyland in Anaheim? Does it match the overall plan and intention of Walt's original park? I'm going to go over with you guys why I believe Star Wars Galaxy's Edge is actually a perfect fit. Not just a good fit, not an okay fit, why it's a perfect fit for Disneyland Park, and why it's actually even a better fit for Disneyland than it is for Disney's Hollywood Studios in Florida. Okay, so right now you probably think I'm crazy. Why do you think, like you're probably thinking, why is Star Wars Galaxy's Edge such a perfect fit? I'll explain right now. Disneyland, as I mentioned in my dedication video on its birthday, is made up of tent poles, right, of various polar opposite things. For example, history. You can go and watch great moments with Mr. Lincoln. Fantasy. You can take a boat ride, to Neverland, or go on a ride, fly on a flying elephant, go on a jungle cruise, or take a jeep through a temple. Disneyland is these tent poles of fantasy, history, tomorrow, mythology, lore. It's adventure. It's everything. Okay? What is Star Wars? It's the same exact thing. It's the same exact thing. It's everything. Okay? Star Wars, the films start off like a fairy tale with a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. Okay, it starts off like a fairy tale, like any of Walt's fairy tales, a long time ago in a land far, far away. Star Wars starts off the same exact way. It deals with princesses and farm boys. Star Wars is a fairy tale, but it doesn't stop there. Star Wars is not just a fairy tale. It's also a Western, because you have Han Solo and how he's a smuggler, and that wild, wild west mentality, right? That Frontierland mentality in Han Solo. Okay? You also have that Tomorrowland energy. Because even though the Star Wars films take place technically a long time ago, their technology and the way they do things in that universe is still tomorrow. It's still the future to us. We don't have that technology. So even though this might have taken place a long time ago, for us, it's still the future. We're not there yet. Okay? So you have all these things, politics and the future and new frontiers and a fairy tale. Star Wars, if you took every element of Disneyland, all the elements of Disneyland, and put them in a giant pot and cooked them up, it would be Star Wars. There is no better fit for this park than Star Wars. And look, I know a lot of people don't like this whole trend of single IP lands. They don't. And you know what? To be completely honest with you, I'm also not a big fan of it. I'm really not. But Star Wars is not any franchise. It's not just any film collection. Star Wars is something that's kind of transcended, just being a franchise. It's part of our American culture. It's part of our pop culture. It's something that has really stood the test of time. It's 40 years old and it's stronger now than it's ever been. And it's a franchise that doesn't deal with one thing. It's just like Disneyland. It deals with a lot of things. It deals with politics and mythology and fantasy and history, culture, everything. There is no better subject matter to go into a park based on all these various tent poles than Star Wars. Okay, like I said before, I don't want single IP lands at Disneyland. I don't. I don't want Toy Story Land or Marvel Land or Monsters Inc. Land or Frozen Land or anything. I don't want all that stuff at Disneyland. But Star Wars isn't any franchise, okay? It's different. And it takes all these elements of Disneyland and it puts it into one thing, Star Wars. And that's why I 100% support Star Wars Galaxy's Edge at Disneyland. It fits the message of the park so well, perfectly. It's a physical embodiment. It's a franchise built on the message of Disneyland. New frontiers, fantasy, history, mythology, everything. Even music. Okay, even if you were to go the music route, Disneyland is a place where you hear iconic music, where music plays such an integral part of the Disneyland experience. What other franchise has the most recognizable soundtrack or score than Star Wars? Star Wars is built on music. This franchise, Star Wars, is perfect for Disneyland. It was designed, it was made for Disneyland. That's why I 100% support this being built at Disneyland. It shouldn't be in California Adventure. It shouldn't be in its own park. It should be at Disneyland because the franchise is very, very similar to Disneyland itself. In a lot of ways, and I know you guys are probably going to think I'm crazy, in a lot of ways it's a love letter to Disneyland. New Frontiers, Tomorrow, Fantasy. It's all there. It's all there in Star Wars. Everything Disneyland represents is in Star Wars. So that's why I think Star Wars Galaxy's Edge is a perfect fit for Disneyland. Comment below, what do you guys think? Do you agree with me that Star Wars is a perfect fit? Do you think I'm crazy? This is nuts? That is not a perfect fit? It should go somewhere else? What are your thoughts? Comment below. Let me know everything. Even if you disagree with me, I love to hear from you guys. I want you guys to voice your opinions. Comment. Thank you guys so much for all your support. I really do appreciate it. Like, subscribe. I do Disney content all the time. And as always, may the Force be with you.